welcome back to more Knuckles shenanigans. Here's the cover, issue 11. Here we go. Not reading that. Mama, I'm scared. Hold on, child. They're gonna die unless we do something there. Nobody's gonna die, Knuckles. You're wrong out there. Everything dies. Not today. They can't hold on to me much longer without my risk of falling themselves. Better me than my wife and child. Iago. Daddy! Not today. Nobody dies. Today. Knuckles in. Covenant. Mama, look, Daddy's not falling. Thank goodness. I don't pretend to understand, but I believe the credit for my continuing existence belongs to Brother Thayer. He's got that right. What I want to know is, how does Thayer do it? Heads up. Take me up. Someone take me up. Ah! I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Don't panic. There, everything's cool. Oh my, I'm not even singed, unlike you, who bore the full impact of my calamity. Funny, I didn't feel a thing. Look, your injuries are. They're disappearing. But how? A question to be answered later. For now, let's see to everyone else's safety, shall we? I watched in absolute awe at the whole proceeding. It was as if the hand of a higher power had lifted everyone out of harm's way. And who's to say that it wasn't in the form of a Thayer utilizing power? Even now, I can scarcely comprehend. To gay, that's what it says. I know it says to say, but look at that lettering. It looks like it's a G. Someone said to gay nothing of Knuckles, who also displayed signs of having been blessed with some form of power. How else to explain his miraculously recovered from what others would not have survived? Oh, there you are, gentlemen. Do come in. Looking a bit under the weather, are we? The rain just sucked off, but no worse for wear. Tom said you want to see us. I received word that Knuckles had left the floating island on a mission of great importance. He has? Like, where did he split to? That does not concern you. What is that you've been deputized to assume his duties until his return? There's more to this than you're telling us, I'll bet. I'm telling you all I'm authorized to. And one more thing, despite my recommendation otherwise, meet your new partner. Oh, are we through the day of fury, brother Thar? It's hardly begun, and our already storm clouds are forming on the horizon. This is but a mere prologue. We should savor the moment of peace while we can. Ah, Knuckles, my boy, why don't you join us? That's an invitation you may come to regret, grandfather. Do I detect a note of hostility, Brother Knuckles? This comic's fucking shit, by the way. It's origin now, if anything, I expect you to be more sympathetic to my great grandson. You're both wanderers in search for knowledge. I have only one question for you, Grandfather Thayer. Just one. Why'd you abandon your duties as a guardian? Is that Knuckles saying that? I don't know who's fucking talking. Just one. A fair question, son, as well as a perceptive one. I see you are learning, Knuckles. As my youth was very much like yours growing up upon the floating island. My father died when I was but an infant, while my mother was the guardian during that period. And accompanied my mother, Janelle Lee, throughout the island as she restored order to whatever matter being attended. Little did I dream that she was preparing me to assume her mantle. Imagine my surprise when I accompanied her to the edge of the forbidden zone and watched her vanish to a wall of flame. Hey, deja vu. Do all guardians experience this routine or what? Most sad, but that's another story. As I was saying, Janelle Lee had now left me in charge, and I had handled my responsibilities as well as any guardian before me. For since, just like you, I had many questions. Unlike you, I had faith I would find my answers in due time, which came in the form of a trio of cosmic beings known as the Ancient Walkers. You got there, will the need for you thou on the floating island be great, greater still is the need for you elsewhere. Even though I had been to Canopolis a few times as a boy, I still had not prepared me for the sight that I found. My own kind living on the Mobian surface. Upon getting over my initial reactions, I began to notice that they were assembling in a very reverent manner. I didn't know why at the time, but I felt compelled to step forward. You, the other. No, I don't believe so. The new spot must be the Marty. Fuck me. What? Our guide, the one showing us the way to Journey's End. And what do you hope to find? Illusions, apparently. The fabled land of Babylon, from which our kind sprang forth. Himond, who had been our mentor, is now at rest. You have been sent to take place, such as it ever been, such will it always be, till the tribe at last attains its homeland. At that moment, I recognized my calling and knew what I had to do next. There's one small problem. Who would assume my duties as guardian? Interesting question, would you say, Nichols? Please, grandfather, what happened? They took me to Haven. Mother? Where? What is this place, Mother? Is where you've been since the last saw you? Yes, up there. I was summoned to heaven for a great purpose when I was ready. Mere hours ago, I was a son who would have been desperate for an explanation in regard to his mother's actions. I've been given the gift of perspective. I understand probably better than even Janelle Lee could have imagined. She left Haven to take up my duties despite my protest. She believed the ancient walkers had a greater need for me than the Brotherhood. I still don't get it with this place Haven or the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is what Guardians aspire to, Knuckles, and Haven is where they go. My path took a different direction, as I was destined to be a murderer, instead of leading the tribe to the lost city of Avalon, following to the trail left behind by our forefathers. The road was long, fraught with much peril and uncertainty. Somewhere along the way, I stumbled to the Soul Touch when I met the gentle Chrysilla. I hate these fucking names, who soon became my wife. As season passed, for she bore me a son, Saber, just as the tribe had settled in a valley full of promise and hope, till the drought came forcing us to move once again. One day, several years later, the ancient walker returned with a message that Janelli wasn't long for this world. Father, you must go. My place is here, Saber. The people need me. Grandmother needs you more. I'm sorry, Saber. Saber went with the ancient walkers and continued our family's proud tradition under the guidance of Archimedes. Archimedes, he was around back then? Oh yes, Variance level, almost as long as our guardian. As for Saber, he still refuses to speak with me. Could another martyr have taken your place? According to the tomes, I was preordined the last martyr, as it was written in the tribe would at least reach Avalon during the current generation. These were people who endured all sorts of hardships and difficulties for over 600 years. How could I abandon them at this point? I thought I could protect the tribe from anything, little did I realize the horrors about to be unleashed. One day, they came a horde of murdering swap bots with the intent of capturing and enslaving our people. The tribe attacked violently, though the price being paid was too dear, and so it was ordered the tribe was left a bit to retreat. Among those who lost was my own beloved Crystalla. Since then, I've acted as an assistant for the agent for ancient walkers, on behalf of the greater good, while tending to the needs of the tribe. I've got so many questions, yet I'm so tired. They can wait until the morning, Knuckles. I guess I'll call it a night then. Sleep well, Knuckles. Hate to do that, but I could see the boy was overwhelmed by it all. You could think he was ready. Already best ready for what awaits us. This will be the last time we speak, for once again I have a higher path to follow. If I have but one regret, that won't be with you at the journey's end. Ugh. Morning, where's the fire? He's gone. Gone? What do you mean, gone? He went with the ancient walkers after everyone went to sleep. That is definitely not cool. He quits being a guardian and now he gives up being a murderer. Of all the... It's not for us to judge him, Knuckles. It's easy for you to say, so what now? Now you will lead us. Me? But I don't even know the way. Do you know the way? Sorry. There's to head toward the rising sun and the rest could figure out the rest. The Kingdom of America, hey? More Mercia. Hey, hope the name's friendly. Excuse me. Zax and Rainer have wandered off. They have gone too far. Please see my brothers. I can't find them anywhere. Who? I guess over that or Hold it, I'm going too. You'll be safer here. Safer? I take care of myself, thank you. appoint me to Marianne. Stupid name. You're not related to anybody named Julie Sue by any chance. Who? Never mind. Can't be here to return, you know. Very well, Knuckles. Moments later. Did you hear that? Where could it be, you know? I'm not sure, but I better check it out. Attention number 7 intruders are located, and the Hisher brush needs more laborers. You will surrender, or else your life is a forfeit. Can we talk this over? No sign of them. You sure they're aren't goofing off? Aren't goofing on you? Never did before. This isn't this isn't doing the trick. Let's split up and see if that works. That shall let us cover more ground. We'll meet back here in an hour. Gotcha. Welcome to the Rock. Your new home and last home. It's an echidna, but not red. Then who? Ugh, I should have stayed in bed. Ugh, look at his toes. Here to mention anything about this place. Fair, you know a fair? I'm Tails, pleased to meet you. Sonic's the name, we're just hanging up on the wall for some reason. and escaping my game. I think I took a wrong turn somewhere. And look, there's Sonic is someone in prison, but he's also out here with Bo. Next time I'm actually gonna read the next Sonic issue. But in case you're wondering, I was like saying that this guy's like, is this just Sonic with Bo? No, that's actually not Sonic. Getting just one of the worst and dumbest characters in the Archie comics. I guess next issue. Pay attention, gang, because the action continues in the page of Sonic Hedgehog 58. And it concludes the next month of Knuckles Weekend. You better check us. We might have a little change. How Tails from the whole island grabs you. What was that shit? That issue was garbage. See you next time in the actual mainline Sonic. See ya.